how to get that Chillstep drum sound. It involves multiple layers and a lot of creativity. It's very fun to make, and I'm going to show you an important step in doing that today. A lot of the time when I'm driving around, hanging out, working, I'll put on lo-fi or Chillstep sounding music. That seems to be a good fit for me because it doesn't have lyrics that I'll listen to and think about. And, you know, as a musician and producer, I always want to create things that I enjoy listening to. So I dove into the Chillstep world and been experimenting on making Chillstep sounding music. So there's a few different artists that I listen to. There's one named Jakku, who was the last artist I listened to that inspired me to make one of my beats called In Dreams. And in that song, the snare particularly is what drew my attention. It wasn't just your average sounding snare. There was a lot of other things going on in the background that I couldn't quite figure out at first. So I had to put the headphones on and listen and play around. Didn't see a lot of tutorials or anybody talking about it. So today I'm going to show you about the snare, how to get that Chillstep sounding snare, at least the techniques to do it, and then from there you can implement whatever sounds you want to make it sound the way you like it. So it's all about layers and what you hear in your mind. With Chillstep, what I like about it is you can kind of let your creativity flow. It's almost like a dream world, so it doesn't have to sound like a snare you'd hear a live band play or your traditional sounding snare. The way I'm experimenting with it is I am starting with what you would consider like a normal sounding snare and then adding layers. So right now, this is the snare sound that I start off with. Loaded up the reverb on it, make it sound big. And then I went and added some snaps. With the snaps, if you can see, I kind of offset it so it's not dead on time. And that, what I've noticed, seems to give it that kind of dragging, sleepy effect. So this is what it sounds like with the snaps, with the snare. They kind of tail off at the end, a little behind the beat. And then to give it a little flavor or difference, I'll add a slice sound. It's kind of a slice sound, which comes in on every other snare hit. So here's the sound by itself. Almost like a maraca, kind of sliding in there. And then when you put it together, this is what you get for the snare. I put this beat together really quick in like a couple hours, so I didn't really deep dive into the reverb effect, which sounds to me like it's ping-ponging way more than I would like. But in the whole overall mix, you don't notice it. So in the whole mix of the song, this is what you get. When you're doing the snare and when you're doing Chillstep snare, you can add an endless amount of different sound effects. You can just record it yourself. If you hear a sound, maybe you like the way that your keys sounded when they fell on the ground, you can record that, whatever you want, and then layer it behind it and just have fun with it, man. Just have a good time. So I'm going to keep listening to it, trying to dissect it a little bit, and then release some more tutorials to help any of you guys out there interested in trying to create this fun genre. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this and want to see similar content, be sure to subscribe. And if you need high quality beats starting at just $4.99, visit MylzMedia.com.